to Marcus Morris. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
And scores.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Brook Lopez able to recover with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Gets to the basket and scores.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Tight space with the crossover to George. Here comes the screen. Paul George missed his first. That one goes. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively, he makes those clutch shots. It re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
To Beverly. And Cousins throwing it down.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
Huh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 74% free throw shooter. Whoops, that won't go. Beverly to Leonard. Giannis grabs the board. Milwaukee with the basketball. Takes it coast to coast, and the strong finish at the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Leonard to Paul George. Paul George, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
Antetokounmpo, deep left corner. To Antetokounmpo. 5 on the shot clock for Milwaukee. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
And that one out of bounds off the buck, so it'll stay with the LA Clippers. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Entering the game for the Los Angeles Clippers, number 9, Serge Ibaka.
Right.
And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Personal foul. Team's foul number 1. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
Screen.
Paul George. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
They get it down to Tucker. Steps around the defender and puts it in. Nicely done.
You know what we call that, Ed? We call that now you see me, now you don't.
Leonard to George. Nice pass to set things up. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Number 13, Paul George.
Curling inside. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Giannis Antetokounmpo trying to cash in on a three-point play. He's struggled so far. Free throw, good for Giannis. It's a three-point play as the Bucks add to their lead. George won't go down. To Antetokounmpo. Big finish at the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Clippers have the basketball. Leonard to Paul George. To Leonard. Oh, defender pulls the chair. Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 at the buzzer is good. And a fitting close to this one. They're right back in it after 1 quarter of play. Second quarter about to start. Jay, this has felt like a game of horse. It was shot for shot in the opening period.
You know why?
Why?
Because of the versatility. Because this is positionless basketball, which makes it beautiful to watch. Everybody can triple threat, dribble, drive, shoot the 3, do things from long distance. It's a thing of beauty where this game is going.
Bobby Portis at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 73%. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Beverly gets it in the right corner. Here comes the screen. Kennard to Beverly. It's claimed by Milwaukee. To P.J. Tucker. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Kawhi Leonard. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
That boy's living his best life.
Beverly into the front court. They trail by 7. To Leonard. Kennard. And counted at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
And the Clippers have the rebound. Beverly into the front court. 5-point game. Serge Ibaka. He's 2 for 2 now.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Down low for Tucker. Missed a wide open look. Kawhi Leonard. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Now the Bucks going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Milwaukee.
Cruises inside for 2.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
A simple touch foul.
Jeff T. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
What's that cutter? What's the cutter? What's the cutter? What's the cutter?
Kennard to Batum. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Batum. And the rebound taken in by Teague. To Middleton. Lopez. Teague to Adetokunbo. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Giannis Adetokunbo trying to cash in on the 3-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Free throw good as he completes the 3-point play. The lead is up to 6. It's LA Clippers ball. Reggie Jackson picked up by Teague. Reggie Jackson. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Giannis Adetokunbo, couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 66% in this contest. And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Jackson with it. Down 6. With the step back.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Teague with the basketball. Final minute, first half. Middleton goes to the left side. To Middleton. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper stays out.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Steps through and scores.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Adetokunbo. To Teague. To Lopez. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Cousins has the rebound. Going to launch beyond the arc. And the rebound taken by Connaughton. Count it. Long key from three-quarters court. Time expires to end the first half. The Bucks with the lead.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucks are in a tight battle after two quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Clippers have kept it close after one half. And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Game track. Bench points.
The coaches are getting the kind of bench production that can make for some interesting rotations. Keep an eye on the substitution patterns in the second half.
Player of the half.
Antetokounmpo was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half. And I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete. But even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Leads 4. A couple of cracks at the line now.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Giannis Adetokunbo at the line for 2 shots, shooting 80% in this contest. First one goes down. Two for 2 on that trip. George to Marcus Morris. Reggie Jackson guarded by Jeff Teague. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out.
And you see so many players quit on the play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Jackson with it. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten there. To Holiday. Adetokunbo. The pass taken away by the Clippers. To Leonard. And Cousins throwing it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
You got the screen right, screen right, screen right.
Adetokunbo, the drive, right to the basket. Brook Lopez, better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Leonard to George. Fires the 3. Rebound pulled down by Giannis. To Holiday. Has a chance. Shot by Holiday, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Kawhi Leonard against Tucker. And Jay, they call the foul.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Drew Holiday, that's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Leonard buries the wide open 3. That's too easy.
Today's league just throws that old school stuff out of the window. Why have 2s when you can shoot 3s, even on fast breaks? Guys spread out towards the 3-point line instead of laying the ball easy at the rim.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Knocked loose. Jeff T. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
To Reggie Jackson. To Leonard. And he finishes at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Giannis with it up top. Lead stands at 7. Oh, highlight moves. Stuffs it down with authority.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this 3rd quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 22, Chris Middleton. Subbing in.
Leonard. Not getting the bounce. To Adetokunbo. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Chris Middleton at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 87% from the line. The free throw is good. Finishing off the 3-point play. The lead grows to 12. Leonard to Cousins. Stuffs it down with authority.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
You're on the island now.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Beverly to Leonard. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there. To Holiday. Drew Holiday. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
He wants it at the rim and scores.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
Oh, he had it. Count the bucket for 2.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To P.J. Tucker. Adetokunbo to Middleton. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Leonard buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Stuffs it home, and you can make a case there was contact there. Late heave to beat the buzzer. The quarter comes to an end. The Bucks in front. The Clippers with the basketballs. We begin the 4th quarter, and I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Holiday to Adetokunbo. Paul George snatching it out of the air.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Paul George to Ibaka.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
Nothing going here on that drive. Down low George. Strong finish for Paul George.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Here's Lopez, down low. Nice pass to get things going.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Serge Ibaka slams it down.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Giannis Adetokunbo trying to cash in on a three-point play. He's shooting 85% in this game. Free throw, good for Giannis. It's a three-point play as the Bucks add to their lead. Into the front court comes Rondo. Margins 8. Knocked loose. To Nick Batum. Fires the three. Not that time. He missed it. To T. DeMarcus Cousins rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Marcus Morris, strong finish.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. And the basket good at the rim.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Baseline drive. Short jumper misses. To Middleton. Holiday to T. Giannis for 2. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time. Rondo into the front court. Down 8. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Bucks at the controls. Antetokounmpo to Lopez. And look out.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Take stock of the floor.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Giannis Antetokounmpo tips it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
George to Batum. Deep left corner. Paul George. To Marcus Morris.
1 minute remaining.
Rondo. That won't go. To T. Jeff T. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Substitution being made in this one.
Los Angeles, number 2, Kawhi Leonard. And number 21.
Leonard to Marcus Morris. Oh, he missed a short one there. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Nikola Batum. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Antetokounmpo. Teague. To Holiday. From long range. That's not the guy you can give space. Drew Holiday buries the wide-open 3.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
To the rim. Lays it up and in. Deep 3. buzzer, the Bucks claim victory as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bucks came away with the victory in this one. They did plenty of great things, but we all know what's going to be remembered are the dunks. And you know what? I'm going to remember nothing but the dunks as well. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Clippers put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup.
Game track. Fast break points.
The Los Angeles Clippers can look back at this game and point to their poor transition defense as the primary reason for today's loss. Too often, they found themselves out of position once the outlet passes were finding their intended targets.
Player of the game.
Antetokounmpo seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again, he kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.